Guys, there is some massive Kishu and Tenshi FUD today. Tenshi has dropped 31%, Kishu has dropped 15%, and Telegram and Twitter have exploded with negative news. Is this the end for the coins? Are these coins going to bounce back? And is this FUD real or not? If you're new to the channel, I'm your host, CryptoMan, your anonymous crypto guide. If you want to stay up to date on the latest crypto news, sub to the channel and join us in the Elite Crypto League. Okay, we've got to go over Tenshi and Kishu today, guys, because this is the worst FUD I've seen in a while. Tenshi is down 31%. If we go to Kishu here, Kishu is also down something like 50. It was down 50%, now it's down to 10% only. But if you take a look at Telegram, there is some massive, massive FUD going on right now. Not only is Tenshi under attack from people, with the people claiming that it's a scam, and then Kishu Man and the Kishu team having to come out and explain what's going on with the contract, which seems like there was something wrong with it. Earlier today, there was talk of this, which is basically tons of FUD about the team scamming and rugging the coin. What is all this? We have to go over it because this is just massive. People are going absolutely crazy. So first, let's start off with the Kishu FUD, because I think that's the more serious one of both of them. Okay, so let's first go over Kishu Man, his reply here. Hey guys, we're about to regard some recent FUD. So if you're not aware, there has been some massive FUD in the last 2 days on Kishu Inu coin. And so let's go over what he actually says here. First off, the information in the group that is FUDding Kishu is misinterpreted. So he's just kind of saying some general stuff here. I want to go to the exact specifics though, because that's the important part. And so he's saying here that all the price of all the coins is going down, which is true, right? Like most coins right now are going down. The coin market is really, really bad right now. But let's go over some of the specific points he says refuting that Kishu is a scam. So let's go over here. If you're investing in a meme currency, you're the only one responsible. But this is the important part. So all the FUD started when one of the contract addresses that someone found in Etherscan that used to support marketing through Kishu Inu transferred 175 ETH to Celsius. Okay, so that's what people got scared on. They looked at that and said, why is someone randomly transferring all this ETH? It was the marketing wallet. This is bad. But it actually wasn't the marketing wallet. It was someone who was, they claimed, supporting the Kishu team. And they actually wasn't the Kishu team, though. They were just helping with some marketing. And so let's go through here what he says. Our marketing wallet has over 600K, which y'all can trace back, and have bought over 650K in Tenshi and Kishu so far. Okay, so that is true, right? So if you go to this pinned address here, I looked through it. They post the actual user scan to the marketing wallet. The marketing wallet is the same one on the website. So all that's verifiable. And you do see that they did all the buybacks. So the actual official marketing wallet is fine. It's this other wallet that has been claiming, people have been claiming is actually part of the Kishu team. So let's quickly go back over here. That's the Tenshi stuff that we'll talk about real fast soon. So let's go back over here. All advertising and exchange costs done up to this point, $3 million, was spent out of the dev's own wallet and their own money. That's why we included a 2.5% dev team tax. Okay, so they're trying to cover that. They talk about the 175 ETH here. The strange part is that they say a percentage of the Tenshi sell tax, 2.5%, goes to the team dev wallet, which is used for future marketing efforts. Okay, well, if it was, what they're trying to say is here is that 175 ETH came from this 2.5% tax. Okay, but the problem is that if you do the math, 175 ETH is 2K. If you basically do 175 times $2,000, and then let's just round to 2%. If you multiply 50 times, that would mean that there would have to be $17 million, basically. I'm just doing the math right now. $17 million in volume over the last week for Tenshi. Is that true? I don't think it probably got to that. So I don't really understand their point here, because they're saying that this 175 ETH transferred was a percent from all the volume being done, but there wasn't $17 million in Tenshi. I don't believe. The volume today was just $1 million. So unless there was way more volume on launch day, possibly, I guess, I don't know. On CoinMarketCap, it said only $1 million today. Okay, so I don't know about that, but that's what they're claiming, right? And so they're saying that the allegations, the team Rudd pulling and scamming, are pretty old news. So that is pretty much brought up all the time in the Kishu team, or from people about it. So that's at least the Kishu FUD that people are bringing up right now. Guys, and then we have to go over the Tenshi FUD, because completely separate from Kishu FUD the last 2 days. Now Tenshi has FUD. This is insane. Okay, so they paused it again, the Kishu Telegram, to go over the Tenshi FUD. And so Kishu Man has to come out again and address that. So he says, regarding Tenshi, hey Kishu Army, wanted to talk about Kenshi and some errors that occurred during its launch. Okay, that's never good, first off. Anytime you see something happen during launch, there's a big problem. First, we wanted to say that by no means intentional, and we're extremely sorry for the mistake that happened. Okay, so it sounds, even if they're admitting it's a big mistake, that's a big problem. So what exactly happened? We were creating the contract for Tenshi and testing over 1,000 times, and it seems they had zero flaws, that everything was working perfectly. We took our time to make it a gold standard, hence why we delayed its launch. And unfortunately, an issue occurred that during the launch, it became inflationary. As opposed to our plan of keeping it deflationary, have a hard cap of 1 trillion tokens in circulation. Okay, that's very odd. How could they have missed this? This is like the opposite, right? Like if you have a contract and they're trying to make it deflationary, but they made it inflationary, that's a huge problem. Because obviously, if it's inflationary, there will be new tokens minted. If there's new tokens minted, the price will keep going down, essentially, which is bad news for holders. After some internal discussions and research, inflation isn't necessarily a bad thing, quite the opposite. Actually, it is, because then current holders have coins that are worth less, but okay. And apart from playing a key component in every economy, increases the chance of being used. Okay, so now they're trying to spin it, it looks like it's a good thing. Deflation, on the other hand, increases hoarding. Sadly, there's no way to remove the liquidity pool. Once the tokens have been added and the supplies have been burnt, it has been absolute trouble to remake and airdrop the tokens back. We are actively working development both projects with a focus still on Kishu. Okay, so it looks like they admitted they made a big mistake and it was a huge problem, but then they're trying to spin it at the end here in terms of inflation as good. Basically what they're saying is they made a mistake, they launched the contract and they made it inflationary instead of deflationary. What that means is that holders are not incentivized to hoard, and the price will go down as new tokens are minted, which is a big problem, because if you've been in any crypto project that just mints coins all the time, the price just keeps dropping. That's what people are concerned about, which is why they halted the chat, writing messages not allowed, and they covered it here. So this is some big stuff for the Kishu team and Tenshi team. I really hope they can pull through this, but this is some massive problems right now. But what do you guys think? Is this going to be a huge issue for the Kishu and Tenshi coins? Is this going to get blown over tomorrow? I want to hear what you guys think. Drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next episode.